Buon pomeriggio a tutti, benvenuti a un'altra puntata di Nuotopuntolive. Ieri abbiamo riso e scherzato con Marco Orsi, oggi abbiamo non uno ma ben due grandi ospiti, davvero grandissimi ospiti oggi perché sono due che hanno vinto le Olimpiadi. Eccoli, forse c'è già collegato Ferry, quindi possiamo invitare lui. So, hi Ferry, hi Ranomi. Thanks for being with us so fast. Penso che si stia già collegando. Hey, hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How's going with the quarantine?
Well,
It's okay.
it's okay. Yeah, we'll manage. Um, it's definitely not perfect. I mean, we miss the swimming every day, but
But the sun is shining today in the Netherlands, so that's good. That's
yeah.
at least that's good.
That's cool. I saw that you're training a lot, that you are doing whatever you can in the home. You give some advice to the young swimmers also, so that's very interesting from you also.
Yes, we have to find different ways to stay fit. So we're just trying to do what we can to come out of this as good as possible to well get back into the pool.
Yeah, exactly. And the training is also different. I mean, you are a sprinter coming together with an open water swimmer. So also the training are different between you two, even at home.
Yes. We got the schedules. For example, we go walking every day, but the intensity for me is much higher than for Ferry. Yeah. My heartbeat is very much higher.
Yeah, so when we do the same pace, it's like her heart rate's going up and mine's just still low. So I have to walk a lot faster to get the good heart rates from me. So we cannot train together a lot, but
so after 1 hour, I'm already tired, and then Ferry is waking up
halfway there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and you do some bike also. I saw from Instagram. Yes. Like also a different training, of course. Sprint for Ranomi and the more like intensity endurance on
endurance for Ferry.
Yes.
Yes. We do some biking and we also have a rowing machine.
Oh, cool.
So we can do some exercises on that and just getting by. We have some weights and stuff. We got them from the pool, so we can do a little bit of strength session.
Dry lens
every
day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Our Italian fans are connecting right now, so I will start to ask some questions. Then maybe we have just we have just the first one. So is how is who is
well
well her PBs are faster
in the 50.
In the 50.
Yes.
So I would say she's faster, but when we race in training, I can usually be a little bit quicker. But
so like 150 all out, I'm faster.
Yeah.
But then 10 times 50, 100 times 50, Ferry is much faster. And I think in the 100 freestyle, Ferry is faster as well. Okay. But after these weeks without swimming, we'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
If we come out the quarantine, we will see about it.
We'll do a new race.
Exactly. Who is cooking at home? I mean, this is one of the we had Scozzoli and Carraro. Those is a swimming couple here in Italy, and we were funny to hear them speaking about the kitchen. So who is cooking in your house?
Normally I am cooking because his training is much longer.
Yeah,
so
we usually start at the same time.
Yeah, and then I'm done earlier. So when he comes home from training, dinner is ready. But now we cook together.
Yeah, we cook together a lot, or at least more often than usually. Still, my trainings are a bit longer. So when we start at the same time, it still will take me a bit longer.
Yes, but we cook together. And yeah.
Any favorite dish from Ranomi? I know you are also a citizen of the world, so I imagine that your kitchen is very various and with many mixtures or something like this. Or
yes, we eat all kinds of food. For example, last week we had the shakshuka. I don't know how to say it.
Shakshuka.
Yeah, it's like Middle Eastern. I don't know.
Yeah, something Moroccan
But
maybe.
we are trying some different things, but it's not like we are in the kitchen for hours.
No.
No,
We
it's
try to keep it easy.
yeah.
Most.
And in the first week, I was baking some cakes, but I stopped with that because we don't see anyone. So when I'm baking a cake, I have to eat it by myself. And that's not good.
We won't come out of quarantine fit if we're gonna bake a lot of cakes.
No.
And are you guys seeing what, like, I don't know, TV shows or something during this quarantine? Or I know you like to study languages. You can speak also good Italian, Ranomi. I remember very well from Rome. So
Just a few words. So I try to. Well, no, I don't. I'm afraid to speak Italian right now.
A bit shy.
Yes, but well, the weather is getting better here, so we are a lot outside in the backyard and around the house. But in the evening we watch Netflix, some TV shows.
At the moment we're watching Dirty Money.
Yes, Dirty Money.
And before that we watched the new season of Altered Carbon, so we're getting by.
Yes, but we try to. Well, we are allowed to go outside and outside the house.
Yeah,
so we can walk around the corner, and we can do groceries.
We can still go to the forest nearby.
Yeah.
Or, you know.
So that's nice. We can go. We are allowed to go outside. So we try to do that every day.
It's very important also this aspect. I mean, when we come back to normality, like to be again ready to go out and so on. That's like, giving good on Instagram to your followers.
Yeah, I did one open water session where it was still a bit cold, even with the wetsuit. So we have to wait, and the sun has to shine a bit more. But yeah, I can get into some open water. Maybe Ranomi can join me.
Nah, it's too cold.
It's more easy that you get Ferry to the pool than you to the open.
Yes.
They ask if you two consider like race animal, like a very huge competitor.
Well, like I really love to race instead of training. Some people really love to train every day, and of course we need training, but to race really fast. But for example, like Katinka Hosu, she's like a really race animal who loves to race every weekend. And I think both of us are more racing like every now and then, like once, twice, 3 times a year, very fast.
I think the reason why we like training is because we train with a purpose. Mm-hmm. So the climax of that purpose will be the race. And that's why we also really love to race, because that's what you're training for. And then when you're finally, done training, you can do your best race. Yeah.
Yes, but I think we are both training to race, and we are racing to win. And the more important the race is, the more I love it. So the Olympics and an Olympic final is the best race for me. Yeah.
I'm sure you have. I don't know if you have a special room for all your medals. For the moment, maybe Ranomi has more. I don't know between the two. And they said, what is the most beautiful that you guys have won? Of course.
I think my Olympic gold medals, but most of my medals are at my parents' house. So at our place, it's not many swimming medals or.
No, they're not in the kitchen.
No.
Ferry, for you,
he has a lot of big trophies.
No, I also get trophies especially when I swam in Holland. We used to get trophies when we would win open water, but internationally, you usually only get medals. But the most beautiful one, well, I think it's the Rio one. It actually is also the most beautiful one to look at. I mean, they really done the details right. So yeah. And I like the gold color. So yeah, that's.
Yeah. You're like you're from Beijing, from London, and from Rio. So putting together, you have many medals.
Yes.
Listen, yesterday speaking with Marco Orsi, the Italian sprinter, he said, "Oh, he likes the way Ranomi, in particular, because you know better, is always there winning but also smiling. And one of our fans also asked, you smile a lot, so it's a philosophy of life of Ranomi, but also of Ferry, I guess, because I see you're a happy couple.
Well, it's not that I wake up and think, oh, I have to smile. But I think it's a way of life to be positive. And for example, in this quarantine, I try to focus on what we can do instead of what we cannot do, and what we do have instead of what we don't have. And I think that's really nice to get through all of this. But even for like when all of this is over, stay positive.
Yeah, I think it's the same. Like when someone says something to you what you don't like, you can really get hung up on that, and it can really bother you for days or weeks or maybe even months or longer. But if you maybe look at it in a way, maybe can I improve something to make people not think that way about me, or why do I care that this person thinks that way about me? I think that way you can make it more positive for yourself, and I think that helps if you're not being brought down by other people all day.
Yeah, but I think Ferry is the person who, well, I'm not smiling all day long, and every minute of every day. So Ferry knows sometimes I'm not smiling, and
no, but I know how to make her smile. So
yes,
we'll make it work.
We are very happy together, and yeah, all these weeks of quarantine, we are still really happy and enjoying being life together. Yeah. And I think that's the positive thing about this.
Because usually you travel a lot, maybe you have also no time to see each other because you're always training also in different ways and so on. It's like
this is the longest period that we're actually staying in this house since we live here. So I think we're going to be here now for 4 months in a row. I think I haven't done that in a long while. So it would be nice to get to know Ranomi. So.
Yeah, finally.
As for a marriage, I mean, did you already decide what to do, if moving or waiting for because the plan was after Tokyo, right?
Yes.
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 Well, the thing is, we also want people at our wedding, and at the moment you can only you cannot have no more than 5 people in a room. So we don't know how long that rule is gonna apply. So planning a wedding at this time I don't think it's the best idea.
It's the same in here for the moment because I'm the best man of one of my friends, and also they don't know what to do with moving or when. So it's
yes. Well, we didn't plan anything yet, and actually, I'm happy we didn't plan for like this month, next month, because otherwise we would have cancelled it.
Yeah, probably. So I don't know.
So
maybe after Tokyo.
Yeah.
Exactly. Coming back in the water, they asked Ferry if you have ever tried the 25 kilometers.
No, I have not. I did swim a 22.1K race once. It's the longest race in Holland. It's like the crossing of our biggest lake. And that took me about 4.5 hours, and it was really cool. And then I knew 10K is enough for me.
And for Ranomi, from the same guy, we have, if you can describe the feelings to be an Olympic champion, as far as you know very well many times.
Well, the feelings, like right after the race, it's really strange actually, because you are living for many years and training for many years, and then you finish and then you see #1 and you get your medal. But for me, the nicest thing was to celebrate it with like the whole country. It was not only my parents and my friends, but when I came home, I was like a national hero, and parties everywhere, and like just the medal it's really nice to have a gold medal, but celebrate with the whole country is really amazing. It's very, very unique. And
especially in Holland, we're not really nationalistic. How do you say that?
Yeah.
We're not really proud of Holland.
It's not like Italy.
No, I think Italians are way more proud of their country. So to be celebrated like that is
to feel like a hero or something. It's felt really cool.
We start to have a very good tradition. I mean, you were a country of cycling, volleyball, speed skating, and so on, but now swimming. And I have couple questions here. So they asking already if you know who is the best young swimmer in Holland, because I think they are coming already, new guys and new girls.
Well, I try to be really careful to speak out names because I think at a very young age it's really important to keep fun and keep motivated, and we don't want to push children at too young.
You don't want to add too much pressure on someone who is just
like the new Ferry, the new Ranomi. Just try to improve yourself and stay healthy and stay happy with swimming, and then we'll see you when you're like 16 or 17, and hopefully you will swim.
But maybe Ranomi, you can tell us, if it's possible, what is the secret, they say, of the Dutch speed school, because I mean, also in the relay you won a lot, and so.
Well, tell about that.
The secret of my speed.
I think we have many examples in the sprint, in the freestyle sprint, and I think maybe it's some natural thing that, like when I was a kid, I saw Inge de Bruin and I saw Marleen Veldhuis and Pieter van der Hogeband, and you want to be just like them when you are a kid. So I think one way you want to be like them, so you focus on freestyle sprint. But then the other way is that for me, I until the age of 18, I did all kinds of all the events, but I was always the best in the freestyle sprint. So I did well until 400 meters. I never did a 1500. But and breaststroke, I was never good in breaststroke. So
she did a mile in open water once. So
wow.
Yeah.
No, from an outsider, I think important thing in Holland is that they really look at the details, really small things, the technique. Like if your technique is good, they try to make it perfect. You know, it's the same with the turns; they get analyzed a lot, and the starts and all the really small things that can really add up on a distance like a 50 meter.
Yes, I think we are really focusing on the quality and not about the quantity. And for me as a sprinter, but also for you, we don't swim that many meters. And I think compared with Italians,
compared with other countries,
we really focus on technique and the skills and try to do every meter and every stroke perfect.
And do you feel that swimming is grown in Holland? I mean, that now has more importance. Thanks, you nominated many athletes from the past. Also, I think I will re-see the live to know the exact Dutch pronunciation, because I like Veldhuis and it was perfect. And so, do you think now swimming has grown in Holland, and also many kids now want to be like you, like Peter, like Ferry?
I would love to see more kids going on the swimming club. Yes, I think the clubs. Well, the national team is okay right now, but the younger kids, and the clubs, it's too small.
I think a lot of people like watching swimming in Holland. But I don't think many people like to swim because you really have to put in a lot of work to maybe be a good swimmer. And I think that really puts off a lot of kids. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be bigger. I mean, almost everyone in Holland can swim, but not many people can do a freestyle.
Yes, but a lot of clubs in Holland are under big pressure. yeah, there are fewer people on the club. There's no money. The trainers, they are all how do you say that?
Volunteers.
Yeah. So most of the club trainers, they don't get paid. So I think this quarantine time will be really a challenge for many swim clubs and sports clubs in general to how to like survive after this. We don't know, but I would love to see more children swimming.
Yeah, I think also in Holland we are really spoiled with how many medals we win at the Olympics. So it's not like swimming is the only sport that's winning medals. I think if that were the case, swimming would be a lot bigger. But now we win in cycling, in speed skating, in sailing, in
yeah, it's many sports like every 2 years because Summer Olympics and Winter Olympics. And I think in Winter Olympics we win more gold medals than Summer Olympics. And then, well, I wanted to say we have football, soccer, but we have other sports.
We have women's soccer.
Women's soccer is good right now. So yeah, swimming is popular, but not the most popular sport.
Definitely not.
So if you guys have time, a couple more questions, then I let you to train or to cook something. This is very interesting. Do you have a favorite swimming pool where to race, or some that gives you memories? Maybe for Ferry, some basin, so some like open like sea or lake.
Well, my favorite open water race, I think, was or like the location was the World Cup in Cozumel in Mexico. So it's like this little island just outside of the coast of Mexico, and it's like really clear blue water, and you can see all the shells and all the fishes on the bottom while you're swimming, and there's like a little bit of a current, so that makes the race a little bit more interesting, so you can swim closer to the shore to get less current, and yeah, it makes the race more interesting just to have something fun like a big current or some waves.
You were a bit distracted also looking at the shells, or you were focused on the race?
While training, I was looking at the shells.
And for you, Ranomi, a pool or sea?
No sea, nah. I really love the London pool, the Olympic pool in London, and I really love the Foro Italico in Rome. But at this moment, I will be happy with any pool to train in, to swim. Because I haven't seen a pool in weeks, so I'll be happy with any pool.
That was one of the questions. How much you guys miss swimming?
We miss it very much. But actually, we are two types of swimmers or one type of swimmers. We both can. Well, we can. I can survive without swimming.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of faith in our program, and I mean, we still have a year and 3 months to go until the Olympics. So I think we have a lot of faith in our program, and we know that if we just stay fit and if we can train in about a month, we can train again. We know everything will be all right. If it will be longer, maybe we will get a little bit more nervous, but
there are many question marks. We don't know a lot of things, but we only know the dates of the Olympics, and it's next year, so that gives us time to prepare for it. If it would be this summer, it's going to be a different thing. So like 2-3 weeks ago, we were kind of both of us hoping and expecting to postpone the Olympics, because when half of the world or maybe more cannot swim and cannot see a pool, it's gonna be strange. Olympics. So a year later gives us time, and now it's just try to stay fit, and we train I think about 16-18 hours a week, but no swimming. So we are just training.
Not bad.
About 20 this week.
Yeah,
21.
I have 16, 20, so that's the difference. I do 4 hours of cooking. No, so we are training every day. and try to stay fit. And then we'll see when we go back in the pool how long it will take to be in swimming shape again. But both we are really well confident. We have a lot of confidence that that will be fine. Yeah.
Ferry, they invited you to swim in the Strait of Messina between I don't know if you know, between Calabria and Sicily.
Oh, nice. I would like to swim there.
I will go with you.
I have my coach, so
yes, exactly. You both love Italy. You have an Italian sponsor like Arena from many years. So, do you guys, Ranomi in particular, are you thinking about Rome to 2012, 22, like your maybe hand point, or for the moment it's more on Tokyo? And what do you think?
Well, I don't know yet. So I, before all this, like 2 months ago, I said, I'm just focusing on the Olympics this summer. And well, now it's next summer and we are focusing on the next 15 months and on Tokyo. And I don't know. I don't even know what's going to be in these next 15 months because we don't know anything.
Marks.
But yes, but we are focusing on Tokyo, and that's my biggest goal for now.
Very for you, the same, I guess.
Yeah, it's the same. I had the same strategy before Rio, just focusing on the Olympics, and then we'll decide if I want to keep swimming or not, or I really have no idea what I want to do. But I really like swimming at this moment. So yeah, we'll see if I still like it after Tokyo.
Just to finish our nice conversation, do you feel you too in the world of swimming after you quit? I mean, like trainers or maybe with a project together in swimming. Are you thinking or something like this, or not yet? Now focusing more on the career.
We are definitely not going to be a coach. I won't be a good coach.
No, at the moment I'm in the FINA athletes committee. I'm really liking doing the best I can to represent the athletes. So maybe I will stay in some sort of way connected to swimming or sports.
Yeah, for sure we will keep connected with the swimming world, but not as a coach for me. And I don't know in what way, but after we retire, for sure we will try to, well, keep young children motivated to go swimming. And
she just wants an excuse to go to the Nuotopuntolive every year.
Oh yes.
There was one of the question, how much you like Nuotopuntolive? You see,
it's my favorite competition. Yes, I try and I hope to go every year.
So Ranomi, I guess we have to finish this very nice talk that we have together, but you have to say hi in Italian, of course, to our fans, because they are waiting to hear.
Tanti amore dai Paesi Bassi, Paesi Bassi, dai Olanda.
Grazie.
Ciao ciao e Bassi.
Ci vediamo presto allora.
Yeah, I don't understand any of this. So
no, it was a nice thing. Anyway, he was saying hi from Netherlands, so it was perfect.
Nice.
So guys, it was really nice and funny to have you here with Nuotopuntocom. I hope to have the chance soon to interview by person, so that will mean that all this quarantine is over and we are all back to our swimming. And all the best to you, and we will follow you on Instagram to see what are you doing during the quarantine.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon.
Okay.
Ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao, bye bye.